guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I'll be planning week 4, or memory planning week 4, and the 52 weeks of foil. I was obviously going to do a talk through video, but clearly I didn't, once again. And also on Monday's video, I just got really frustrated with doing a voiceover. I literally had to try 10 times, literally 10 times, just to film or do a voiceover, and I just got so angry. I'm like, nope, I'm just going to put music over it. So I hope you guys enjoyed that video. I did change up the format or the layout. Hopefully next week will be a better plan with me. So I am using Making History, Making History from Scribble Prints Co. And here I'm just describing like a bunch of nonsense pretty much. So I'm going to use 2 wiggle packs, and I'm going to also use like the half cut headers just to like do the bougie in a way. So instead of pulling in silver confetti or silver dot confetti from my shop, I just use the half cut headers. So I'm using pretty much everything that came with the kit. In here I'm just flipping through all my sticker kits that I have planned out for the year. So hopefully I can stick to that, and instead of purchasing other things, the only thing I need to purchase is just like full boxes, but I don't know where to get it, only full boxes. I know Scribble Prints Co. used to do full box grab bags. I'm hoping she comes back with those, but right now I'm just going to use what kits I have at the moment, other than the kits that I planned for. So sometimes I might just pull in things that aren't within that year or within that season, if that makes sense. So here I'm just putting down the base of Making History, and I did have this kit also for the mini kit format, and I'm so excited because Scribble Prints Co. is actually offering mini kits format for the time being. I don't know exactly if she's going to keep them all in stock, but from what I see, that all the kits, even Making History, they're in stock for the mini kit format. So yeah, I'm pretty excited about that change. And also, if you notice, I did rip this other side, so I couldn't save that. But yeah, I decided to just trash that, and then I put down the longer piece on the other side. So then for the full boxes, I really wanted to use the dog and our now president, Biden, on Wednesday, but then I was like, oh wait, I should use the box that was like watching the inauguration. Obviously there wasn't that many people, so in the full box there was a lot of people. And also here I'm just doing something different. Instead of using a day extender, because I technically don't really need to mark so many things, I decided to just fold the or stick half of the the full boxes, and then just fold it in half, and then layered another full box. So now it's, instead of having a day extender, you can just do this. So you're pretty much opening up a door into the Oval Office again. So yeah, instead of doing the other way around. And here I was like, I totally made a mistake, and then I'm going to change where I put President Biden, and then I put Kamala Harris on, or Vice President Kamala Harris on Sunday. I don't know why I did that, but I was just like, let me just put her on, because I didn't want them both on one side. So I ended up just switching it around, and then here I'm just putting down all the full boxes that are left. And then it did come with an extra full box, a double box scene of the White House. So it wasn't really snowing that day, but I really wanted to use it, so I'm not wasting it. So I ended up just putting it on the sidebar and doing a extender for that. And then I put down the weekly check or the weekly box to mark out my dinners. So far I've been keeping track of my dinners, and I'm just going to mark them in my memory spread, which is this. So here I'm just using a a full box overlay, just to make the extender, so I don't have to cut out a piece of sticker paper, but you can do whatever way you want, but I chose to do this way, which is the lazy way. So yeah, and here I'm also putting down 2 of the full box confetti. This is in silver foil. These are from my shop. Just to have something in the background instead of just a white space. But I could honestly just leave it alone. I didn't have to have the whites or the foiled bits on the sidebar. But yeah, I just chose 2, and here is this completed sidebar. I usually mark 2 highlights of the week. And then here I wanted to use the extra full box that I had, which was the Fashion Girl. So I did use pretty much all the Fashion Girls that came in, or that was an add-on for the kit. And that I did another way of howing, so I can always flip back and forth with which full box I want to showcase on the sidebar. So yeah, that's an interesting way of doing it. And then and then the date dots are from my shop. I decided not to do like mixed metal. I just went with the silver date dots from my shop. And also, I was going to mention in my weekly plan with me that I released circle icons, but obviously I didn't do a voiceover. So yeah, I did release circle icons, and then next week, Wednesday, is my birthday, so I'll be having a birthday sale. I haven't figured out the details yet, but I most likely will be discussing it on my next plan with me, which would be week 5, which is technically the first week of school, but it's not. It was only 1 day of school that I had last for week 5, so I didn't really count that as the first week. So yeah, but I ended up using a like school related full box. So yeah, so then here I'm putting down the overlays for the bottom washi. I did layer both the red and the blue. So I first layered the the blue one down first, because I didn't really want. I don't know what I was thinking, but I should actually alternate it. But you can see the blue better than the red. So it was like perfectly aligned where you could see both the colors. And then I put down the blue on the shorter side, or the blue bow overlays on the shorter side, and the red one on the longer side. And then I switched it for the top. Yeah, so you can clearly see what I'm doing here. And then I'm using my bone folder to just buff out the air bubbles or anything, so it's like a better crease. So that is pretty much it for like the base. And then here I'm just putting down the overlays. So I put down, you could pretty much see what I'm doing. But yeah, what else? And then I was like alternating like the foils or the overlay boxes, and then I totally forgot where I put down the the overlays from my shop. So I made some overlays that says we did it, Joe, you're going to be the next president of the United States. And I put that on not Sunday, oh my goodness, on Wednesday, to mark out that it was a historical day. And yeah. And here I'm just using pretty much both of the header overlays and just overlaid everything on top of each other. So I first put down the blue one, yeah, and then I put down the red one. You could honestly do it like opposite, which is the red one down first and then the blue one. But the red one was like smaller size in the confetti. So yeah, I just ended up putting the blue one down first and then the red one. So now that the base is all laid down and most of the foil boxes are not really all the foil boxes are down, but yeah, so I'm going to start putting down like the month. So I used a piece of deco, which is Washington Memorial, if I'm not mistaken. Please correct me. I had to do a Google search. I was like, what is this? I just totally had a brain fart on which memorial that was, but yeah, just to layer underneath, or yeah, layer on top of, no, I don't even know what I'm saying at this point. I'm just like, I'm over with the voiceovers. But anyway, I'm here marking out my sidebar stuff, which is, I marked out that it was inauguration day, and then I also had a haircut. So here I am actually removing the inauguration day, just to layer over of flowers. So yeah. And then here I'm marking out my dinners. So I ate chicken on Monday, pretty much whatever. It doesn't really matter. You don't really need to know what I ate, but yeah, I used that to mark out my dinners. I did eat burrito bowls twice this week, or that week. I just love burrito bowls. It's so easy to make. I don't understand why I bought so much. Last year, like I would spend like $10, $11 buying this when I could easily just make it myself. So yeah, here I'm just marking out. And then for my haircut, I used a Coffee Monsters Co. Emoji to mark my haircut. Obviously, my hair is no longer that long, but it's shorter now. And here I'm using half cut headers just to bougie it up instead of using a full box or like a full box overlay instead. So I first marked out that it was Martin Luther King's Jr. Day. I didn't need to mark out that was a day off for me. I know if it's Martin Luther King Jr. Day, it's a day off. So yeah. And then I had published my weekly plan with me, and here I'm just laying down all the half-cut headers. Honestly, I could have just waited until I really needed it. So yeah. And obviously you can see, like, I didn't really match it. It was like a sliver, and I was like, at this point, I don't really care. And then here I put down that I published my new releases for the Lux Designs and monthlies. Obviously the monthlies, I didn't publish them on Wednesday, but I didn't really feel like doing new releases again and marking it down, so I just marked it down on Monday instead. And then for after that, I filmed and edited my cloud update. That was a video that I did not edit. I just put my intro and then the icon at the corner, and that was it. So it was pretty easy, and I don't know, I just felt like I just wanted to talk through it. And obviously I changed up my planner. If you saw my plan with me, my weekly plan with me from Monday. So yeah. And then I also made carrot cake that day. I was just like, I feel like baking. So I actually didn't bake anything last year, so which was funny. Like everyone during the pandemic was baking like sourdough bread. Oh my goodness, sourdough bread. And then other things, and I was like, nope, I'm not baking anything. So I didn't feel like it, but I really was craving carrot cake, so I decided to make carrot cake for myself. Obviously I shared it with my parents, but yeah. And then at the bottom, I marked down that I organized my jewelry. I actually did that before I baked the carrot cake, but oh well, at this point. But yeah. So then for Tuesday, I marked down that I had work from 9 to 2. And then I got a package from Amazon, and I actually alternated the blue and then, or red, blue for each of the days. So yeah, that was like so because I didn't have enough, like one of every color, or not one of every color, like enough to fill out the red spread, or fully red spread or fully blue spread. So I just decided to alternate them. And oh my goodness. So then I had a USPS drop-off since Monday. They were closed, so then I dropped them off on Tuesday. So what I've been doing is like scheduling the notification to be sent out the day before, or no, the day after I drop them off from the post office. So yeah, so from what I see, that it actually gets scanned if I drop it off at the box. So yeah, it's really confusing, but so far, most of the packages that I've sent out, they have already arrived, so that's exciting. So yeah, and then I also marked down that there were so many calls, and that was like literally me, obviously not with coffee spilling on my computer, but yeah, I was just like, why are you calling? So yeah, there's just so many people calling. And then I also marked down that I watched Total Bellas. I usually not really a reality fan or reality show person, so I don't really watch that kind of stuff, but Total Bellas, and I only watch it for Artem. Oh my goodness, that was a totally different person. That was going to say his last name, but Artem. So yeah, it's kind of like the backstory of his Dancing with the Stars journey. And yeah, I don't know. I just found it interesting. But anyway, besides that, I was watching The Good Doctor, and then 911, and then 911 Lone Star. So those two shows came back that week. I think so. Yeah. Right? Oh my goodness. Yeah. 911 and 911 Lone Star came back. So these are from my simple scripts. So yeah. And then I also did my nails, but I decided to take them off because I needed them to breathe. I'm like, I keep doing things to my nails, and I'm like, no, you need to let it breathe and heal before you do other things to it. So I'm not going to touch my nails. I even told my dad, don't let me touch my nails, meaning paint my nails or do whatever. So anyway, so for then Wednesday, oh, here I'm just putting down the full box overlays because I totally forgot. But then for Wednesday, I marked down that I had work from 9 to 2 again, and then I published my cloud update. So yeah, that was a straight talk through video, and I didn't do really much editing for that. So it was kind of nerve-wracking, but I did it. So yeah, I was pretty happy about that. And then I also marked down that it was inauguration day, and I used the Polaroid with like at the Capitol. So it was kind of like stupid in a way that I used the same full box and the like Polaroid at the same spot, but it was okay. So now here I actually did a extender. So I used one of the extra overlay boxes because I wasn't going to use them anyway, and it had a bit of confetti on it, so I didn't really have to do much or put down any more half cut headers or headers actually, because I had a few extras. So I just pretty much layered a few of that and then marked it down. So I marked down that it was President Biden, Vice President Harris, and then in the inside, I marked down the TV show that I watched, which was The Resident. I had got an Amazon package, and then I was packing orders that day. And pretty much I had budget time, so I think, was it? No, I didn't get paid this week, but I always like to do things where I always look ahead, like, so I plan or budget what I have currently, and then I plan ahead because I know exactly how much I'm going to make if I work 40 hours that week, or if I work 40 hours every week or every paycheck, pretty much I would see how much I'm going to get later on. But yeah, that's the only thing I do for budget time. And then I designed mini icons. So yeah, pretty much I completed the mini icons, and then now I'm releasing the circle icons. So I did something different instead of like the full foil, because it's really hard to perfect that kind of foil. Because for clear foil, it depends on the printer and the cutter machine. So yeah, I ended up just having like a clear border around it instead of having the full foil. But yeah, that's the only thing that changed. So I don't think I'm going to offer that in white paper or white glossy paper, because yeah, I'm still in the look for white glossy paper or something that I can foil with that is like white paper instead of clear paper. If that makes sense. And then for the Thursday, I marked down that I had work from 9 to 2 again, and I pretty much spent this whole day watching TV because I needed to catch up, and I didn't feel like doing much, and it was a pretty much lazy day because nothing crazy happened. So then I used a bunch of little things, and then at the bottom, I used a movie marquee to mark out that I was designing. Instead of putting on the left or right side, I put that emoji in the center, so it covers the movie marquee. You can't really tell it's a movie marquee unless I told you so. But yeah, and here I'm just marking out all the TV shows that I watched, which was insane. So yeah. Anyway, so then I alternated again with the red foil. So I used the headers instead because I just felt lazy putting down the half-cut headers, so it was easier to put down the headers itself. So yeah, and here I'm marking down I had work once again, and then I published my memory plan with me, and I did trim the memory plan with me in half, and then layered it on top of each other. I don't know why I did that, but I think it did, or it overlaid, or no, yeah, it covered too much of the munchkin, so I didn't want that to happen, so I just cut it in half. And then I marked down that it was 1 week until my semester. So I'm currently in my last semester of college, which is crazy. I don't know exactly if I'm going to go back to get other things or another degree or something, or a master's. At this point, I've been going to school for literally a long time. So I'm not going to do that to myself. Is it 18 years? I think so. Yeah, 18 years I've been going to school. So I literally never took a break and you want to know something crazy? I've never been absent. Or except I was only absent once because I wanted to see how it felt like being absent. And then I was like, oh, this is not fun at all. Why do people want to be absent so many times? But yeah, I never was absent until 3rd grade. So I was sick, and then my doctor was like, do you want to be absent from school? I'll give you a note. And I was like, okay. Yeah, but that was not the best feeling. I never been absent ever, and I just or after that. So yeah, that's the only thing. So then I also did another extender because I wanted to mark a few more things, and I didn't have enough space. So when I did the tutorial, obviously you can measure it out, but for the day extender or like the half box extender, you just need like a half of a flap, pretty much. So I pretty much marked down that I was printing and cutting, and then I had a USPS pickup. I watched Walker, which is Jared Padalecki new show. It's a reboot from an older show, but I never watched the older show. But my dad, I think he did. But anyway, it's a really good show so far. And then I watched Fate the Winx Club. It has nothing to do with the original Winx. Or I always say Winx Club. It's Winx Saga. It has nothing to do with it. None of it the characters are like the same, but are not really the same. It's just, I don't know. I've watched that religiously when I was little. When it was on Fox, and yeah, this has nothing to do with it. So I was just disappointed, but I still watched the whole thing. So yeah, and then I also marked down that I took a nap, and then I decided to drop my Vita class, which is the internship class for tax. Yeah, I just knew I was going to be really stressed out, and I wanted to focus on my shop, YouTube, my schoolwork, and knowing that I was stressed out last semester, or when I took the class last spring, I was just like, no, I can't do this. I know I can't do this, and why do I push myself for it, So I decided to just drop it, and then that was it for Friday. And then for Saturday, I marked down that I had a hair appointment at 12 p.m., and then I cut my hair. So that was pretty much it. And then I had grocery shopping with my mom since it was in 8th Avenue, so that's the Asian area. So we decided to just go grocery shopping there. And then I took a nap. Obviously, I took a shower after I had a haircut because I was not going to be sleeping, and especially when I went outside. No. So I took a nap because I was exhausted. And then I finished watching the Winx Saga. And then I decided to email my financial aid advisor because I realized that my words weren't posted on my account, and I was freaking out. But then it turns out I'm graduating, so I have to fill out this form and stuff. So yeah, that's the one thing that they don't tell you when you work there. They don't tell you when you're graduating you have to do something. So I just found it really funny. But anyway, and then for Sunday, I marked down that it was 1 month until my birthday. So yes, so next week is my birthday. When you're watching this, I will be having a sale. Exactly, I won't tell you the percentage because I will keep that a surprise until I officially post the information. But yeah, I'll be having probably a 2-day sale. But I think so. I don't know. Or maybe should I do it from Wednesday to Friday? Because I know some people get paid on Friday, and I don't really want to do a sale that is not really payday related. But yeah, I don't know. Or maybe I'll do it on the weekend. I don't know exactly. Anyway, or maybe I'll do it from Wednesday to Sunday. We'll see. I might decide that later. But it'll be the biggest sale of the year because I don't really do bigger sales. I usually do a sale, but that runs for 2 weeks, but it's not that much of a discount. Anyway, I'm jumping to different topics. So here on Sunday, I also packed orders, and then I organized my desk, and I posted to Instagram, and I watched Princess Switch 1 and 2. I forgot that I watched Princess 1, but I actually didn't even remember what happened exactly, so I ended up just watching both of them at the same time, or one after each other. And here I'm using an overlay tape, or finishing up putting down the overlay tapes, and you kind of saw where I was scratching out the foil. So obviously if it was foiled in-house and not manufactured, you would probably wouldn't be able to scratch off the foil. But I was able to scratch off the foil because it was covering her face, and I didn't want that to happen. So here is pretty much the final spread. I hope you guys have a wonderful week. I'll see you guys next time. Bye!